What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. I have drawn Buuhan recently, and I've also drawn Super Vegito, so we're going to draw them fighting today. So this is, I'm pretty sure this is fan art, so it looks super legit, although I don't think it's an official drawing, but it's cool. I think it's very well done, whoever did this. Hats off, full credit. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. So he's kicking him in the stomach, right? So his head's real small. Center point of my page is here. So we'll go up over to the right, and the head is like right in here. So I'll have to like zoom. So like, and we start with his eyes. So he looks like he's enjoying himself, right? So his eyebrow, typical Dragon Ball. So we got like a check mark, sort of just going up this way. And then it kind of curves down, right? So this has then a square end, and then it goes back down skinnier towards the front. And then little sort of hatching lines on the end there. So he has like wide sort of, it's like base form Goku eyes. They're not like the triangular ones. So we just go a line there, there, and then this curves over like so. And then his iris just comes down from the eyebrow. Green Super Saiyan eyes. So the other eyebrow, check mark, just goes up down to there. Slightly smaller maybe than the other side. Square end, down to there. And there is some like hair on the back end of that eyebrow. Again, base form eyes, so long line, another one there, and then you kind of just curve these together. And he's looking up. Like so. And maybe some like brow lines just there. So his nose sort of sticks out looking this way. A little triangle sort of going that way. And they draw in the bottom of that normally with a little shadow underneath there, with maybe like a nostril like that. And then we got like the cheek marks that Dragon Ball characters tend to have. And again, he's like having a good time, so he's smiling. Now, he's open mouth smiling. You could leave it closed like that if you wanted, of course. But we're just gonna like open it up. Bring it around like so. And then we'll add top teeth. And then his tongue. Like so. And there's a bit of a shadow just there. So his chin, like that. So like the curved line for his face curves that way. It's a curved object. The head is. Right, so then the side of his face comes out this way. Right, so we're about mouth level and we change direction. So it goes around, curves in a bit and then out for his brow. And then comes back in there. So this side we can see like a strong jawline. It goes up to his ear. And his sideburn, so it's just like right beside sort of his eyebrow. And this becomes the ear, which is quite big in Dragon Ball, so curves around like that. And then we can see some ear lines. Sort of a letter J is the easiest way to start. And then if you want, you can add a bit more lines in there. So he's got a fringe, right, that has 2 Super Saiyan hair spikes, right, and it kind of comes out from the middle of his forehead, just here. So we go up and down. And then the next one. You want to add some texture lines. And we can just see like a little bit of his ear sticking out the side of his head here. Kinda just in line with the top of his sort of eye there, I think. We can only see like a little bit of it. And then dangling off these ears, we have the earring, the fusion earring, Petora. Just like a circle on the end. Same on this side, pretty much. Like so. Right, so the rest of that Super Saiyan hair. So it's like blowing in the wind sort of back this way because he's kicking, he's launching real fast here, right? So we're going to go spiking up. And then we just gradually sort of get bigger as we go back. So we're going back this way to a big spike like up here somewhere. All right, and then the big one. So like back here. Smaller one. So, and then here. Right, like that, and then you want to add texture lines all over. So you just follow each hair spike, adding some lines that follow the general shape of the hair. Right, so anatomy, right? So he's folding his arms on his chest. So, right, so neck, we'll go for neck first. Very muscular neck, right, coming down from the earring here. Curved line. The other side of it, on his cheek, there. And then he has trapezius muscles, one there, another one here. This one's kind of squished because his head is pushing it down. And then neck muscles go down to the middle of his chest, which is here. And then you have chest muscle line there, there, that way, there. There's like a little bit of hatching. Neck muscle that way, and Adam's apple. So he's got that orange and blue shirt. So it comes like down, across his chest, up around the other side. And then the blue shirt kind of comes around it. So that's the orange section, and then there's a blue section. And it sort of disappears around his shoulder and like his arms that are sort of folded in front here. So these will all be like fold lines and stuff. And then this like bumps around his shoulder as well. And the orange part is kind of inside this. Goes around his big shoulder muscle and bicep and stuff. So we have an arm coming down to an elbow and up underneath the other armpit, right? So folding arms can be like a little tricky, right? So say like his white glove is just like underneath his chest right here, right? So like where the glove meets his sort of forearm, right? And so this will go up this way, right? And you get like some bumps on it because it's that white glove. And then it kind of disappears behind the other arm. So this like kind of goes up this way, and it's got some bumps and folds and stuff. Okay. So then like, if you look in a mirror and like fold your arms, you'll see it clearly, right? But when you fold your arms, this goes into that armpit, and this one comes underneath and then goes into the armpit here, right? So say like the bicep sort of comes there, and that's his forearm. So we have his wrist, the gloved sort of wrist here, disappearing down into there, and you have like little sort of fold lines and stuff just there. And then like finish the fold lines on his t-shirt just there. So big muscly arms. So we have his shoulder muscle here, round deltoid muscles there. And then we have tricep, which is 2 muscles really. Your deltoid's 3 muscles. And then the bicep, which I think is one muscle. And then his elbow is connected to his tricep, kind of there. And then this has forearm going into the glove. There's all these little hatching lines they like to do. Again, I'm not sure this is official Dragon Ball art, but it looks like it is. But it's really good. So it's hard to know. Right, so we can see like a little bit of white glove just here, and then his forearm, elbow again, so forearm there. This is his elbow, so it comes up to the tricep, which is just sort of bumpy, and then shoulder, bicep, like that. So he's kicking Buuhan, so his leg is fully extended. Right, so we can see waistband first, which comes up and over here. Kind of disappears behind his trousers a little bit. This is that waistband that they all wear. And then this sort of bumps out for the leg that goes that way. And then there's all these fold lines for the center of his pants, kind of. The leg is going to go all the way this way, right? But he has all these fold lines on it, so you can't just draw like a tube. You got to keep adding like these bumps and folds and stuff for all where the leg is going. So it's going into like Boo's stomach about here. Right, so this eventually becomes Boo's costume then. Right, and his foot has disappeared, so you could just see kind of the white top of the boot there. And this is like little textures and stuff on it. And then all these fold lines around the leg, because it's all sort of baggy and stuff. And his other leg is here. Okay, so that's the leg. You can add like a lot more detail to the trousers if you want to the fabric. That's kind of all you need to do. So this is going into Buuhan's stomach, right? So everything's kind of folded around his foot. So it all just like hinges around this. So you've got like his mushy sort of body sort of going this way. So if that's where his stomach is, so his head, so we'll go, so he's like looking up, so his face is like here, so it's like his back is like, the foot's going like right through him, and his head will be up here. So like say, okay, so like say his arm and stuff sort of comes around this way, bumps around here. And then like he's got like a darker section, like a V sort of section of blue clothing. So I'm drawing this first because I want to get like make sure his neck is in the right place. And then the top of that blue shirt is just like here. And there's all sort of fold lines and stuff on this. So that means his head comes out here. So, and it's like real long, the neck's like real extended and stuff. So we're gonna put him here, okay? So we'll go for his eyebrow shape first, like that. And then a square Dragon Ball eye in there. So his neck will go all the way back in here. His eye is here. And then he's got like a few wrinkles on the top of his nose, spikes in there. And then in Dragon Ball, they add that little triangle on the bottom. And we give him some like wrinkles on his nose and stuff. And those cheek marks. Right, and then his lip. Curves around here. Mouth is open and it's like his tongue is sticking out and stuff. So, and then the chin, sort of here. Like that, right? So we give him his teeth, so he's got like sharp enough sort of teeth on the corner. And then his tongue is like, his green tongue is like extended, just like, look. Let's puke. Well, you would if you got this kick in the stomach. And then he has that big round ear, so it's just like here. And then it has a black hole inside. And then he's got like veins and everything. So he's got like a vein like this. Vein on his cheek. And like scratch marks on like the side of his mouth and everything. So the top of his head has that big tentacle thing on it. So it goes up there. And it's like, there's like a round part at the back. Here, I think. And then his neck muscle. Well, we got that tentacle thing here. Right. And then the back of his neck goes in behind, so we'll go like here. And he's got like a big vein on the neck as well. So he's all contorted and everything, like veins and stuff. Oh yeah, and he has those holes in his head as well. Like that. Little lines around the edge of them. So remember now, if I move too fast, hit that pause button. This is kind of a complicated drawing, so I got to move quickly enough. Right, so his neck comes out from here, and we have an Adam's apple kind of bumping out that way, and it goes down into where his chest is. And then he's got a neck muscle just there. And then chest muscle goes down the middle. Yes, that's the navy green, or not green, orange neck there. So his neck is like real stretched out. A bit of like shadow under here, I think. And he has those like circles on his chest as well. Those sort of holes in the skin. Okay, so I think like his shoulder's up real high. We're getting there. Complicated this. So I think like this thing comes up back inside, so like his tentacle sort of head sort of comes back in up here. Like that. And then his shoulder goes like up off the page, and then his back is like down here, so it's easier to do first. Maybe we'll get down here because we can see his belt, right? So we'll go back down to the bottom, and we can see just like the black belt with the Majin sort of symbol on it. This goes to there, and then is like baggy trousers, kind of like Vegeta's or Vegito's. Has all these folding lines for his leg, like his baggy sort of trousers leg. All going down that way. And it goes off the page, and then the other side of his belt, just there. And the M on the belt, the gold part, would be just here. Okay. So Vegito's foot comes right through the back here. Right, so we got like all these like folding sort of shapes for like the top of his foot. Just here, right at the edge. That's his foot going the whole way through, right? And then it has all these sort of fabric fold lines and stuff. Sorry, you got the hiccups, I think. Right, so kind of come around his body and sort of suggest different sort of folding sections and everything. And so then his shoulder up here is real big, right? So it goes like right up off the page, sort of. This is all the orange Buuhan orange costume. And this like goes in behind his armpit. Do do do. So that's there. And then what's that? His arm or his shoulder? Okay. So we'll go like this. There's the inside. And then this shirt, I think, just comes around his arm then down here. Up around into there, right? So the arm will come out from that section, cross from there. And then this goes down to there, connects. Got all fold lines and stuff around that. And then the sort of blue part of his sleeve, I think it's just like this. Right, so we got like a big bicep or something coming out here. And then his like forearm sort of goes off that way. His like shoulder muscle should be there somewhere. And that has like a circle on it. Maybe like a vein on the bicep. Like some armpit lines there. Like so. So that's just his pink arm gone all that way. And tidy up some of this. Super Vegito versus Buuhan. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.